Welcome back. Summer is the season for finding love. The big question is, are you sending the right signals?
Professional matchmaker April Davis joins us this morning with the keys to attracting someone special. Good morning.
Good morning to you guys.
Yes, confidence is a big factor, a big thing that you want to have when you're
definitely
looking for somebody, right? I mean, and that spreads out to all avenues.
So what I do is I always am interviewing people and seeing what they're looking for in somebody. And the number one thing that always keeps coming up time and time again is that they're looking for somebody that has confidence. They want somebody that has their own life, that is a strong character and really knows who they are. So it's really important.
Sure.
One of the things you talk about is increasing your stock value.
Yeah.
So are you trading like Yahoo? And I mean, what do you mean specifically?
Well, I mean, I look at dating and relationships and attracting somebody. It is kind of like the stock market. You know, you have supply and demand, and you have to be supplying what people are demanding in order to be able to catch the kind of person that you're going after, right? So I always tell people, you know, part of gaining confidence is having a well-rounded background and just being able to derive your confidence from a lot of different areas. So, you know, you can't just be some like big bodybuilder, tough guy that, you know, gets all, you know, all your muscles are really where you derive your confidence. You want to be more well-rounded, because what happens when you get sick, or, you know, the person that is so career-oriented and they have a great job, but yet that's where their confidence is all derived from, is just that one area. So when the company starts to have a downfall or something, they lose their job and all their confidence. So it's important to, I always tell people, you know, go out there and take the class that you always wanted to, you know, learn another language if you wanted to, just to have just a well-rounded background, read books, magazines, just to have something to be able to have a conversation about when you are on a date too.
So I'd love to know, because I'm sure you do some sort of analysis with your clients, I presume, or
right.
So do you have an objective way to measure confidence, or just kind of a gut feeling for you, or?
Well, I do meet with them, and when I first take on a client, we'll have like a 2-hour interview basically, and I'll meet them for coffee, and I try to get them to feel just comfortable with me, and I can kind of pick up on that, and especially after an hour, you can really start to see who the person is and how they act. We also started doing something where people can go on like a pseudo date, and it's with one of my employees, and they will basically, they'll get dressed and like go on this date so that we can give them some real finite advice and feedback to help them. And it's not for everybody, but there are some people that just really haven't dated at all and need more pointed advice.
It's practice.
No, that's great.
It is. It's absolutely practice. And so it's a pseudo date.
Right. So do they actually are they taking notes during that date?
No, because you want people to like get into it and stuff, but mental notes, of course, and then they go back and we will put up notes and give the feedback to the client at that point.
That's great.
And I mean, it's everything. It's about, you know, posture, eye contact, how they dressed, how their hair was, you know, all the different types of, I mean, those are just the superficial things too on the outside, but it's also, you know, how they present themselves and how they talk. I mean, you can tell if they actually have that core confidence that comes from somebody that actually, well, really, you know, they respect and they like themselves. You know, that's the deep-rooted type of confidence that I work at. And, you know, I always break it down. There's kind of the 3 layers of confidence. So you have the superficial stuff that we talked about with, like, eye contact and keeping your shoulders back and having good posture and, you know, even your voice and tone and how, you know, all the exterior type things. And then the second layer we kind of touched on is increasing your stock value while having like a more well-rounded background and things to be able to have a conversation about, right?
Right.
And just really having a diverse set of skills so you can talk to a lot of different people about a lot of different types of things. And then the third layer is really, it gets down to the core, right? What happens when everything is washed away, you know, when maybe you lose everything, because we all are going to lose our hair.
At some point.
We're all going to turn gray. Our bodies are, you know, unfortunately going to go away. Right, exactly. And, you know, you may not be able to have that job that you always wanted. So you have to be able to dig down and, like, know that you are a good person and feel good about yourself and, you know, love yourself really is what it comes down to. And I know it sounds kind of, you know, people don't always feel comfortable talking about it, but it is where the core confidence comes from.
All right, hold that thought. Much more on this with April Davis when we come back.